Hey everyone, welcome to part 39 of this trophy guide for Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster. This is also part 23 of the Suikoden 2 guide, and we're about 92% of the way through the game, so at this point we're just starting to tie up some loose ends and make our way toward the finale of the game. Thanks to all the channel members who help to support the channel, I really appreciate it, and now without further ado, let's dive right into it. Well, starting off, one of the loose ends that we want to tie up is to complete the cooking challenges. So in order to do that, we're going to head on over toward the right, and we're going to engage with cook-off number 9 against a character called Retso, and this is number 9 of 12. Hey, is there no one here? Yes, sir. I'm terribly sorry. Are you here to eat? No, I know the chef here. I want to see him. Tell him Retso is here. Oh, you're a friend of Hayo? Please wait a minute. Hey, hurry it up. You can't keep your friend waiting. That was rough. I came running all the way from the garden. It has been a while, Siryu. Oh, I forgot. You call yourself Hayo these days. Retso! I think you know the reason why I'm here. To challenge me to a cook-off. Correct. There can be no debate between chefs such as you and I. For us, truth is only found on a plate, resolution only on a dining table. I knew this day would come. I knew you and I would one day cross spatulas. He looks like a tough opponent, Hayo. I've always admired and respected him as a truly great chef. Hello everybody and welcome! Now let's get started with today's cook-off. I will be your host today. My name is Fu-Tan Chen. First, I'd like to introduce today's panel of judges. To get to be this strong of a knight, do you suppose he ate lots of raw steak? It's Miklatov. He lives in Mass Castle with his big brother, a devotee of Japanese food. It's Yamku. This strange elf spends most of his time running in circles. It's no wonder he'll eat pretty much whatever you put in front of him. It's Stallion. From a lifetime spent at sea, of course the sailor's favorite dish must be fish. It's Amada. These 4 judges will be evaluating today's dishes. Okay, now let's introduce our challenger. Today's challenger is... one of the best among the Black Dragon clan. It's Retso of Byakko. And now, the person we've all been waiting for, our army chef, Hayo. The judgment will be based on 3 dishes. Now please take your places and get ready to cook. Well, what's interesting about this cook-off is that we are scripted to lose. There is no way you can win. So really, make whatever you want to. I'm just going to make our classic Island Nation salad. As the main course, I'm going to choose buttered clams with no seasoning. And finally, for dessert, we're going to go with tomato soup, and we're going to season it with some salt to create our classic raw tomato. It looks like they're ready. Okay, go ahead and cook. Come on, everybody, let them hear it. Well, we'll just speed this up a little bit for the sake of time, and then we'll move on to the judgment phase where you'll find that something very interesting happens. It looks like they finished cooking all 3 dishes. First, let's see what our judges thought of the challenger's appetizer. Potato pudding. Okay, show us your scores. A perfect score. We've got a perfect score. Now, let's see how they judge the champion's appetizer. Island Nation salad. Okay, show us your scores. We've got some pretty good scores here. Next, we'll see how the judges liked the challenger's main dish. Sashimi platter. Okay, show us your scores. A perfect score. We've got a perfect score. Now, we'll see what they thought of the champion's main dish. Buttered clams. Okay, show us your scores. We've got some pretty good scores here. Let's see now how the judges liked the challenger's dessert. Pasta salad. Okay, show us your scores. A perfect score. We've got a perfect score. And finally, let's see how they liked the champion's dessert. Raw tomato. Okay, show us your scores. Great scores. The judging is complete. Let's see how those scores total up. As you can see, the winner of today's cook-off is the challenger. Well, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye for now. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Too bad, Hayo, but it seems that you're still no match for my cooking skills. You lost the Moonbird recipe. Wait, Retso, you can't give the Moonbird recipe to Jinkai. Listen to what I have to say. Why should I? You killed my daughter Shunmin and stole the secrets of the Black Dragon cooking clan for yourself. I have no reason to listen to the likes of you. No, you've got it wrong. Bald-faced insolence, spare me your idiocy. Not a single word that passes your lips bears even a grain of truth in my ears. Wait a second, mister. Why won't you at least listen to what Hayo has to say? That's right. Why not? Yeah, that's just plain rude. You've been accusing him without even giving him a chance to explain. Everyone. Very well, Hayo. Speak quickly. Retso, Jinkai is planning to use that recipe to carry out a horrible plan. Shunmin learned of this, and then Jinkai, But before she died, she entrusted the recipe to me. She gave her life to stop him. That's why you mustn't... No, Hayo, I don't believe that Jinkai is that kind of man. Retso. But on the other hand, I don't think everything you say is a lie either. I'll give you a chance, Hayo. Before I return to Lord Jinkai, I'll come back here once more. Until then, Hayo, try and see if you can become a better chef than I. A better chef than Retso? That's impossible. And that concludes the unwinnable cook-off number 9. We've got 3 more cook-offs to go before the end. But for now, what we're going to do is head down, and we're going to keep going down until we get to Merchant's Row, and eventually we'll make our way over toward the tavern so that we can switch up our party members. We're going to spend quite a bit of time now going through and recruiting the 8 remaining characters that we need to recruit in order to get the best ending in the game, but we have to make some small alterations to our current party lineup so that we can actually recruit those members. So starting off, we're going to remove one of our party members. I'm going to choose to remove Luke from the party at this time. And now that we've got 2 open spots, I'm going to fill that first spot with Victor. And that final spot we're going to fill with Simone. Now let's take a quick look at our formation. We're going to make sure that Victor heads up to the front row, and we can move Nanami to the back row. So we've got Long Chan Chan, George, and Victor in the front, with Nanami, the main character, and Simone in the back row. After that, we're going to head up and we're going to talk to Vicky so that we can go to a new destination. It's time to recruit our very own blacksmith, and to do that, we're going to go to the most famous blacksmith shop in the game, and that's in Couscous Town. Let's head on up and we're going to go into the blacksmith shop, and then we can talk to a man in the upper part of the shop. He's wearing blue and his name is Tessai.
Is there nothing to fulfill me? No blade that will seize my soul and compel me to hone it? I dare not ask for the Celestial Sword or the Dragon King Sword, but surely there is something. You, that sword! Whoa, what's gotten into you, Gramps? That blade you hold, could it be the Celestial Sword?
Ah, so you know of me.
But of course I do. It is my honor to meet such a legendary blade as yourself. Why, magnificent to behold as you are, your edge must be so keen as to slice through nearly anything.
That goes without saying.
Celestial Sword, no, Great Celestial Sword, please allow me to sharpen you. It would rekindle the flame of passion within me. Please, I beg of you.
Now what should I do?
Cut it out, old fella. It's just a cruddy old sword. No need for all that bowing and scraping.
What was that, Victor? You dare to call me a cruddy old sword?
If the scabbard fits, wear it.
Why, you?
Oh, please, Great Celestial Sword. Surely there's no need to use your awe-inspiring might here.
I suppose you're right. Consider your life spared this time, Victor.
Yeah, big talk, Tin Man.
You just don't know when to shut your mouth.
May I sharpen? May I join you?
Sure.
Thank you very much. I swear I will repay this debt.
Tessai has joined you, and now our headquarters has its very own blacksmith. You swing me too violently.
Yeah, right. If I don't whack the baddies hard enough, they don't drop. So if anything, it's your fault. Got that?
Whack, your buffoonery never ceases to amaze me. To think you would liken a storied blade like myself to a club. We've now officially recruited 101 characters, and that means that our headquarters is now eligible to get upgraded to level 4. But in order to do that, we have to physically walk in through the front door. You can't just teleport back with the blinking mirror. So take a few seconds to walk back from Couscous, and then your castle is upgraded. And now we can recruit the remaining members. Let's start by heading back to Vicky so that we can talk to her, and we can request to be teleported to another destination. This time we want to go to Greenhill City. It's located toward the top of the list on the second page. Once we're here, we're going to run up toward the top of the screen to go into a different area. And then we're going to head over toward the left to go into the inn. Immediately on your left is a man in a white shirt. Let's talk to him. So, explain yourself. Just who is this Anna Lee, huh? No, Myri. You've got it all wrong. Listen, Anna Lee is very important to me, but... Grr, you're terrible, the absolute worst. And here you were telling me I love you and you're the only one the entire time. Look, I'm telling you, Anna Lee is like a sister to me. You're sick. Sick. You love her like a sister, huh? Did you say Anna Lee? You know Anna Lee? Where is she? Is she alright? Not so fast, Pico. You're talking to me, not him. I see. Thank heaven she's okay. I couldn't sleep at night thinking about her being alone. Hello? We're having a conversation. Forgive me, Myri. I haven't lied to you. However, Anna Lee is very important to me. You're a strong girl. You'll be able to live without me. Wait a minute. So, where's Master Castle? Got it, thanks. Pico has joined you. What? After that, we're going to go over toward the innkeeper and we're going to save the game. Now we can leave and we're going to head up to the item shop because there's a couple items that you might want to get in the rare finds section. Let's go ahead and have a look and we'll see what we can find. We've got window set number 6 for 3,300 potch, and we also have rabbit plans number 4 for 4,800 potch. So go ahead, purchase those, and then we're going to head on out. If you didn't get those to show up, just reload the game and try again. Now we're going to head up toward the top of the screen and we're going to keep going all the way until we get to the top area. That's the one with the dorm and the academy. We're going to start by taking the path over toward the left and go into the dorm. Now we're going to go downstairs into the basement. And we'll talk to the old man here. What should I do? Guess maybe I'll throw it away, huh? Oh, good timing. Here, take this, would you? Obtained Old Book Volume 10. Ha. I don't need any thanks. Let's go ahead and leave the basement and then we can leave the dorm entirely. And then we're going to loop around and go toward the north part above the dorm and we can find this little piglet running around here. Let's go ahead and pick him up and we get a free happy piglet. Now we're going to go inside the academy. We'll head over toward the right side first. We'll go into the rune classroom and we're going to talk to the teacher at the front of class. Mike, thank you so much for saving our city. This is a token of our gratitude. Please accept it. And now we get a Rage Orb, which is an upgrade to the Fire Orb. Though Greenhill is saved, the Highland Army still remains. Good luck in what's to come. Let's leave this classroom, and then we'll head up the hallway. We'll stick over toward the right and go into the blacksmith. And now we'll talk to the student on the right. I bought this because I thought I'd be able to use it once I had a little training under my belt, but it looks like it's still too much for me. Here, it's yours. Obtained Silver Hammer. Okay, good luck out there. Now we can head up to the top of the room to talk to the man in blue. Hey, how's it going? Me? I'm fine like always. In fact, I came up with a great idea. Okay, Clay. Uh-oh, am I out? That's all we have to do here. Let's go ahead and leave the academy. And now we're going to keep heading all the way down until we can exit out of Greenhill City entirely. Now that we're on the world map, let's open up our menu. We're going to choose to go to items and then key items and use the blinking mirror to head back to our headquarters. Now let's talk to Vicky And we're going to request to be teleported to Forest Village. It's located just below Greenhill City on the second page. From here, we're going to run a little ways north just past the inn, and we're going to go to the house just to the north of the inn. Now let's head over and talk to the girl wearing green. Tee, I found this when I was cleaning my brother's room. He can be a bit scatterbrained, so he must have forgotten it. Obtained sound set number 7. Now let's leave this house, and we'll head over toward the right to go into the armor shop. We'll go behind the counter and then over toward the right to talk to the man with the blonde hair.
Check out this iron hammer I got here. Give it to a good blacksmith and, well, he's gonna get even better. It can be yours for 2,000 potch. What do you say, kid?
Buy the iron hammer.
Alright, it's a deal. But don't forget, you gotta give it to a blacksmith or else it ain't worth squat.
Obtained iron hammer. Now let's leave the equipment shop, and then we'll proceed up toward the top of the area. We're going to go past the trading post, and then over toward the right. Once you go past the building, you can actually head down and talk to an old man over here.
You want some clay? Well, there's plenty of it around.
Here, this ought to be enough. Take it. Obtained clay. Well, that's all we need to do here, so let's go ahead and exit Forest Village and return to the world map. We can open up our menu, and we're going to use that blinking mirror to head back to our headquarters again. Well, Jude in Greenhill City wanted some clay, and now we've got the clay, so let's go ahead and talk to Vicky, and we're going to teleport ourselves back to Greenhill City. Now we have to run all the way up until we can get back into the academy, where we can talk to Jude and give him that clay. Alright, we're back in the blacksmith shop. Let's go talk to Jude.
Huh? What's up? You brought me some clay? Wow, that's really thoughtful. Thanks.
Say, is there anything I can do for you in return? Join us.
The Matador Army, huh? Okay, I'll do it. I don't know how much help I'll be to you, but I'll join your cause.
Jude has joined you. Nice to be working with you, Mike. There is actually a trophy that we can get directly related to Jude and the service that he provides to us, but we're going to be doing that in a little while. For right now, let's just keep running all the way down toward the bottom of the screen so that we can exit out onto the world map. This next thing is completely optional and it's only for the true completionists out there. If you want to, you can walk around this area until you can get into a fight with an enemy called an eye flower, because they have the ability to drop something that you can give to Tony to upgrade his farm a little bit more, and that's going to be a spinach seedling. Now these eye flowers, they really don't like it when you try to attack them with a melee attack, so I definitely recommend that you keep your distance. Long Chan Chan's rune is able to do some good damage. You can also use your unite attack between the main character Nanami, and then Simone also is a long range character, so he can attack without fear of being counterattacked. That's right, if you go in for a melee attack, there's a really good chance that these things are going to counter. You won't do any damage to them, but they'll do a lot of damage to you. So if you're a completionist, go ahead and fight these eye flowers for a while until you can get that spinach seedling to drop. I didn't bother with it though, because it really has no bearing on anything of importance at all, and we don't get any trophies for it. So if you want to, do it. Otherwise, just go ahead and use that blinking mirror to head straight on back to your headquarters. We're not immediately going to go to a new destination with Vicky. Instead, we're going to head down and we're going to go to our vaults by talking to Barbara. Let's choose the retrieve option, and we're going to find the copper hammer inside of our vault, and we're going to take that with us. That, in addition to the iron and the silver hammers that we already have, will allow Tessai to upgrade our weapons up to level 15, which is good not only for the damage that we can do, but we also need a weapon at least level 14 in order to recruit another character. So let's head on up Merchant's Row all the way to the top, and on the right hand side we'll find the blacksmith shop where we can talk to Tessai, and now we can upgrade our weapons to level 15. We don't need to upgrade everyone's weapon just yet. I'm only going to choose the main character at this time, and we'll upgrade his weapon up to level 15. As you can see, it does get pretty expensive as you continue to upgrade your weapons, but we have more than enough potch at this point, so it's not a big worry for us. Now, very soon we're going to need an escape talisman to make recruiting a character way faster and easier. If you don't have an escape talisman available to you, you can pick one up in the next location that we're going to. So let's run over to Vicky, and we're going to request to teleport ourselves over to Tinto City. Alright, let's talk to Vicky, and like I said, we're going over to Tinto City, and that's going to be located toward the bottom of the list on page 2. And now let's head on up, and we're going to go up into the equipment shop. Just run up the path, and then the equipment shop is just on your right. And we'll talk to the man on the right side of the counter. Oh, hello. My name is Alberto. I used to live in Muse City, but we were driven out by the Highland Army. I managed to struggle this far and got a job here. Manual labor is fine and all, but I don't want to lose the sensitivity in my fingers. I finally saved some money though, so I think I'll go look for my friends. Their names are Annalie and Pico. We used to play in a band together. If you're looking for Annalie... Huh? So they're both safe, thanks. What a coincidence that we met. Alberto has joined you. Alright, I'll also... Was it Masked Castle? I'll go join them there. It's been a long time since the three of us were together. Now let's leave the equipment shop, and then we'll leave the city altogether. If you don't have an escape talisman, remember to pick one up from the item shop here on your way out. Let's head over toward the southwest, and we're going to go back into the Tinto mines. We have to make our way all the way back to the area where the game autosaves. So start by running forward and then over toward the right to exit. Now we're going to follow the path down, toward the right, and then up toward the top of the screen. Keep going along the path, and then over toward the left. And now we'll keep following the path over toward the left, and then we'll go up. Let's go up and then over toward the right, before heading along the path down toward the right side. Keep running toward the right, and then head up. From here, follow the path. And at the intersection, head toward the left and then stick toward the top route. Start by running over toward the left and then up. And now follow the path again as it heads up and then over toward the right. You can take either the top or bottom path, it doesn't matter, and then exit out the right. Keep going along the path. And then at the intersection, head over toward the left. Now we'll keep going over toward the left, and this is the area where we have to cross over a bridge. And then we'll loop around and go under that bridge. Afterward, head over toward the right. And now we'll go over this bridge, and then over toward the right. Now we'll keep following the path over toward the right. And now that we made it to the room where we get the autosave, we'll head over toward the right, and we'll slide down the furthest right slide. Then go over toward the right and slide down the furthest right slide again. Then stick to the left path, slide down, And now we'll head up and talk to Mazus a couple times. Ha 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 ha. My name is Mazus. I am a great sorcerer, unmatched by any in my generation. That's right. What am I doing here? I suppose you wouldn't be able to understand. I'm letting my thoughts flow into this dark, pure cave. This is the path to true mystical might. Now talk to him again. Sorry, I'm not taking any apprentices at the moment. Please join us. The Matador army, eh? I hear that my arch-rival Crowley has ventured into the world once more. Perhaps the time has come. Most of all, I'd like a place to test my abilities. So be it, Mike. The great sorcerer Mazus is henceforth your ally. You should be thankful. Mazus has joined you. Now then, it has been some time since I dabbled in worldly affairs. I believe some practice is in order. After Mazus disappears, we're going to do the same thing by using that escape talisman to teleport ourselves back to the entrance of this cave. And then we'll just head down to go back to the world map. Now, if you thought we'd use the blinking mirror to head back to our headquarters, you're absolutely right. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll talk to Vicky. And we'll teleport ourselves over to Retake town, located toward the bottom of the first page of locations. From here, we're going to head down to the main intersection. And then we'll head over toward the right. We'll go past Shu's house and exit out the right side of the screen. Then we'll keep going one more screen over toward the right. And at the bridge, we'll head down for another familiar character. This is Vincent de Boule, who is also Simone's good friend. Oh, Simone! I have been looking for you, Simone! Oh, Vincent, my friend! It makes my heart soar like an eagle to see your face again. I'm overflowing with joy. I've been so worried, Simone. Oh, whatever is the matter? I am sorry, Vincent, my friend. I cannot bear to look you in the face. What are you saying, Simone? The rose brooch that you gave me is a sign of our friendship. I'm afraid I lost it. Though Mike found it for me, I still feel as if I betrayed our friendship. No, no, no. What are you saying, mon ami? Please, look this way. I cannot do that, Vincent. I'm so... Simone, the rose brooch is just a trinket. It is our friendship that is truly precious, non? Vincent, you are the greatest friend I have ever known, and shall ever know. But of course I am, Simone. Vincent, my friend, allow me to introduce you to another friend, Mike. A pleasure, Mike. Any friend of Simone's is a friend of mine. Vincent, I'm assisting the Matador army now. Of course, if you, too, were so inclined, you could as well. Say no more, Simone. Well, Mike, shall we set forth? The path of glory lies before us. Vincent has joined you. Vincent, I shall show you around Masked Castle. It's simply filled with the most wonderful of people. I would be delighted. Long Chan Chan says it all. Alright, we're done in Retake. Let's head up and then over toward the right. It's the shortcut to get out of town faster. And now we can go ahead and use that blinking mirror to head back to our headquarters. Now let's go recruit another character, and to do that we're going to talk to Vicky and we're going to teleport to Cave of the Wind. It's located almost at the bottom of the list on page 1 of destinations. Once you arrive, head on into the cave, and now we'll follow the path until we get to the next area. Now there is a character waiting at the very end of the Cave of the Wind, however we don't need an escape talisman because there's also an exit when we get there. Let's keep following the path around, and then we'll go out the top of the area. And then we'll go forward, and then over toward the right. Now we're going to go right, and then up, and then over toward the left. Keep going over toward the left. Go left, and then at the intersection, go over toward the right. Keep heading over toward the right, and then go up, and then stick to the path on the right. Proceed up, and then over toward the left. Now we have to push some rocks out of the way, and we have to redo the rock puzzle. Luckily, it's pretty easy. Just push one rock out of the way, and then proceed left. Now we'll push the rock until it blocks the flow of air, allowing us to pass underneath. This time we're going to push the rock on top over toward the left until it blocks a little bit of the wind, about half of it, and then we can push the next rock up a little bit, and then over toward the left so that it blocks the other half of the stream of wind. And now we can cross. On this screen, we're going to push the leftmost rock straight up till it matches the one on the top. And then we can move the rightmost rock over toward the left. That will allow it to block a little bit more air. And finally, we'll push the last rock over toward the left to block the rest of the air. You don't need to get all of it exactly, you just need to be pretty close, and then you'll exit out the bottom left side. We're going to follow the path up toward the top, and then we'll loop around down toward the bottom. Our ultimate goal in this room is to get to the far left side. You can take really any path you want to as long as it heads over toward the left. And now we'll keep going up. And then up a little bit more before turning right. Keep following the path around. And now proceed up to find the character we're looking for.
Oh, darn him. He's not here either. But he must be close. Who are you? The Matador Army? I see, so you must be Mike.
Would you join us?
Well, my true goal is to find Uber, but I suppose I can assist you in the meantime. I trust that is acceptable.
Pesmerga has joined you.
So, shall I accompany you straight away?
So Simone actually left our party, and we do have a vacancy. If you don't have a level 14 weapon already, which you need to recruit the next character, well, Pesmerga comes with one, so just say please and add him to the party. But if you don't want to add him, that's totally okay, and if you already have a character with a level 14 weapon, you can send him straight back to Mass Castle.
Very well. Farewell then.
And once he's gone, head on up and you'll be back outside of the Cave of the Wind. Then just head down to go back to the world map, and you can either just walk back to your castle, or you can use the blinking mirror to warp back instantly. The 108th and final character that we have to recruit is located in Coronet Town. To get there, head up and then go through the little opening, and then keep going straight to go out onto the docks. Stick toward the left-hand side, and then use your boat. We'll choose to board the boat by saying yes, and then we want to proceed over toward the northeast to go to Coronet. Once you get there, there's going to be a man in purple standing immediately to your left. Go ahead and talk to him.
Do you have business with me?
Please join us.
Join you? I follow the way of the sword. I know no other path. Will you show me your weapon?
Sure.
Now, if you will excuse me. A sharp weapon indeed.
Only one whose strength has been honed through diligent training would bear such an implement. I would be honored to walk the same path as you, Commander Mike. Genshu has joined you. Well then, I too shall journey to Mast Castle. After that, we're going to head over toward the right, and then we can use our boat once again. Then we're going to use the blinking mirror to quickly go back to our headquarters. Well, we have a piglet in our inventory, and we also might have a spinach seedling if you decided to farm those eye flowers and get one. So we're going to go drop those off on our farm. We'll head up and then over toward the right a couple screens until we can go back to the farm. Talk to Tony if you've got the spinach seedling, otherwise skip him and go over to Yuzu and give her that piglet. After that, we'll head back inside. We'll follow the path up and left. Keep going left and then down the stairs. You'll then want to go out the bottom. And then either path, either the right or the left, to exit out the bottom. Then run through the Merchant's Row and over toward the left. We have Old Book Volume 10 in our inventory, and we want to go give that to Amelia in our library. So let's head on up and go inside the library. We'll make our way up to the room at the top, and then we'll talk to Amelia behind the desk. We'll automatically give her book number 10. If you scroll all the way over toward the right, it says Vegetable List, and this will tell you where all the remaining vegetables might be. We've done a pretty good job of getting them all, and there's no real reason to do this, but again, if you're a completionist, that will help you. Now let's go ahead and leave the library. We'll head over toward the right. Let's head back inside the building. We'll run up past Barbara, and then keep going up past Vicky, and we want to go talk to Luke by the tablet. And now we can verify that we have recruited all 108 characters into our army, so every single star name in yellow should have a white name underneath it. Having all 108 names here for the characters being recruited means that we're on the path to getting the best ending of the game, as well as the trophy that goes along with it. So after verifying you have all 108 names, let's go ahead and use the elevator to head up to the second floor, and then we want to go down and we're going to save the game. After that, we're going to head over toward the right and we're going to do another cooking challenge. This one is against a different character and it's actually winnable, and we do in fact want to win it. So let's go ahead and make our way back over to Hayo's restaurant. We'll head down and we'll have another cook-off. This is cook-off number 10. I've got to beat Retso, but I don't know if I can. Don't worry, Hayo. I know you can win next time, so cheer up. Hayo, someone that looks like a chef is here to see you. Huh? He's here so soon, but I'm not ready. Pardon me, but might you be Hayo? Who are you? Were you sent by the clan? Clan? No, I was not. Antonio asked me to come here and help you hone your craft. My name is Lester. I once fought beside Antonio. You're a friend of Antonio, and you're here to help me train? Correct, and I'd like to get to it straight away, but first I must assess your abilities, and so a cook-off it is. Hayo, it's time to train. Hello everybody and welcome! Now let's get started with today's cook-off. I will be your host today. My name is Fu Tan Chen. First, I'd like to introduce today's panel of judges. Her lovely voice attracts people from all over, like a siren from the sea. It's Annalie. In between slicing up bad guys, this brave knight likes to eat Western food. It's Sir Camus. How are kobold taste buds? Straight from Kobold Village, home of delicious food, it's Gabacha. Whatever he eats, he says, yummy! It's Bolgan. These 4 judges will be evaluating today's dishes. Okay, now let's introduce our challenger. Today's challenger is Chef Lester. And now the person we've all been waiting for, our army chef Hayo. The judgment will be based on 3 dishes. Now please take your places and get ready to cook. Once again, let's start with our typical Island Nation salad by choosing salad and then soy sauce. As for the main dish, if you really wanted to play with the judges' preferences, like Gabacha being a kobold, I could choose something like a hamburger, and then we can season it with some salt, and that will actually make a kobold burger, which you would like. However, there's no guarantee that you have the same set of judges, so you're better off just sticking to an old favorite. We're going to go instead to the ramen option, and we're going to season it with nothing just to keep it as ramen. And finally, for dessert, we're going to choose the thing that has been a tried and true staple for the longest time. It's going to be the raw tomato made out of tomato soup and salt. It looks like they're ready. Okay, go ahead and cook. Come on, everybody, let them hear it. And once again, we'll speed it up just a little bit so that we can fast forward to when the judgment happens. It looks like they've finished cooking all 3 dishes. First, let's see what our judges thought of the challenger's appetizer. Nanami cake. Okay, show us your scores. Not very high scores, huh? Now, let's see how they judge the champion's appetizer. Island Nation salad. Okay, show us your scores. Great scores. Next, we'll see how the judges liked the challenger's main dish. Sushi. Okay, show us your scores. Great scores. Now, we'll see what they thought of the champion's main dish. Ramen. Okay, show us your scores. Great scores. Let's see now how the judges liked the challenger's dessert. Ice cream. Okay, show us your scores. Great scores. And finally, let's see how they liked the champion's dessert. Raw tomato. Okay, show us your scores. Great scores. The judging is complete. Let's see how those scores total up. As you can see, the winner of today's cook-off is our champion, Chef Hayo. Well, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye for now. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Ha ha ha, I can see that Antonio taught you a great deal. You're very good. No, not at all. You are holding back. Oh, and why do you say that? It was obvious from the way you were moving. Well then, do you remember how Retso moved as he cooked? Wait. It couldn't be. I can't believe it. And so you understand at last. Your eyes may be open, but you cannot see the truth if your heart is clouded. You are already more than strong enough to defeat Retso. This is a gift from my heart. I pray that it will be of use. Farewell then, my friend. Perhaps we may meet again. You received the sushi recipe. And another thing, go and see a fellow in Gregminster by the name of Gremio. He is not a chef, but his cooking talents are considerable. Well, be seeing you. Retso couldn't have. So now if you really wanted to head all the way back to Gregminster to get Gremio's recipe, now would be the time to do that. You can just have Vicky teleport you over to Banner Village, and then follow the long path all the way there to talk to Varkas, and then he'll take you to Gregminster, then talk to Gremio to get the recipe. But I'm not going to do that. Instead, we'll just save the game and then head into the assembly hall to continue on with the story. Now let's talk to Apple to continue. Have you made up your mind? We'll say, you're right, to Muse we go. Shoo. I think it's worth a try. Mike will have the overall command with General Hauser as a second. The primary strategist will be Apple, with Claus serving a support role. You will all relocate to Greenhill. The city will make a good base from which to launch our attack on Muse. General Kiba and I will stay here. After all, if this place falls, the Matador army will be left with nowhere to return. Apple, every lie contains truth, and every truth contains a lie. Remember that. I will. How much longer is this war gonna drag on?
Ha 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 ha, getting sick of it.
I guess so, but I've got to see it through to the end and see what kind of solution these people will arrive at.
Yep, that's the fun part.
Please, Lady Teresa, use this. Thank you. Greenhill has never had much of a military. That's why we must use places like this instead of barracks. But the townspeople are cooperating with us as much as they can. Commander, it's going to take some time to rest the troops and work out the details of our strategy. You should get some rest too. Hooray, let's walk around a little. Last time there were Highland soldiers everywhere and lots of places we couldn't see. Nanami has joined the party. Change formation? No. Now let's leave the dormitory building and we'll get a scene. No way, it's her! Mike, let's go after her. She's that person who attacked you. Well, we'll do just that. We'll follow her into the academy. Then we'll follow her up the left hallway. We'll make our way over toward the left and interact with the statue to open up the door. We'll go through the door, and then we'll keep going up through the paths until we can get a cutscene. Joey! Thank you, Lady Lucia. You may go home now. I will stay here to protect you. Thank you. Joey, why? Why are you here? Nanami, Mike, I ask you this as a friend. Abandon leadership of the Matador army and flee somewhere far away. I don't want to fight you. Sorry, but no. Why? There's no reason that the leader of the Matador army has to be you. But Mike is... I know, I've got it. Joey can leave Highland. I can't do that. I see. So that's how it is. Just as I can't turn back, you can't either. Too much time has passed. Neither of us can go back to the way things were. Hey, Joey, you're King of Highland, right? So you can stop the war and take your troops out of Muse. That'll end this war, right? Right? Come on, Joey, can't you? That won't work, Nanami. Why? Why? Yikes! Mike, ever since we got these runes on our hands, we were destined to fight each other. But even if that's what fate holds for us, I would like to think that just as I seized upon my dreams, your own grew as well. Mike, as King of Highland, I'm going to fight to bring a new order to this land. Goodbye, Mike, Nanami. Wait! It can be like it used to be. We can still be together. Please! For the king's safety, I cannot let you through. No! Oh, he's gone. Why? I guess we should leave too, Mike. Let's go out the bottom of the screen and then keep running down until we can return to the academy. Now we'll leave the academy by running down toward the bottom of the screen. And then we'll go back over toward the left to go to the dorms. Commander, preparations are complete. We can take to the field whenever you're ready. Good, let's advance. Very well, let's mobilize.
Okay, let's get this over with quick. Look, there's Muse.
Feels like years since I was here last. It's strange that we haven't met any enemy resistance yet. Don't drop your guard. I place my faith in you, Lady Lucia. Your Grace, I swear in my name that we will cleanse ourselves of the stain of defeat. Listen, my warriors, remember the oath you have sworn. The survival of our tribe depends on it. Attack! The Karaya must not suffer another defeat. This army battle is called the Battle to Retake Muse City. We're going to begin by moving Flick, who's on the bottom, forward 2 spaces. He'll wait here, and then we'll move everyone else in our army back 1 or 2 spaces, however many that they can go. Just move them back toward the left side, away from the enemy troops. Then after we end our turn, it's going to be the enemy's turn to act. Some of them will just stay right where they are, and some of them will move forward a little bit. But the reason that we move our army backwards is to stay out of range of their troops who are advancing on us. We're going to move Flick forward 2 more spaces, and our goal is to get him inside of Muse City, because if we can do that, we automatically win this fight, and we don't actually have to battle anyone throughout this. So keep your whole main force heading back toward the left as far as they can go to stay out of range of the enemy troops, and then keep moving Flick forward so that you can get him into Muse City. After 3 turns of Flick moving forward and everyone else staying put and being defensive, then we'll get a short scene. Your Grace, preparations are complete. We can withdraw at any time. Not yet. Give the signal for Lucia's forces to retreat. But then we risk losing this chance for victory. They're just a bunch of tribesmen from the frontier. If they can buy us some time, why not use them? Give the signal now. Casting aside the greater good for the smaller is not the way to forceful domination. Lady Lucia understood this when she stepped onto the battlefield. You're right. Let's withdraw. It shall be as you ask. Chief, the Highlanders are fleeing. I know that. If we can gain them a few extra moments to do so, that will be enough. Hey, just when we thought you were a little girl, you show us some steel to rival that of your own father. We're with you all the way. Listen to me. I forbid you from dying here. Fight now for the future of the Karaya. Well, that's the last of the cutscenes until the very end. All we're going to do is to keep moving Flick forward 2 spaces every time until it can get into Muse, and then everyone else is going to hang back toward the left and just stay out of the range of the enemy. I'm just going to let it play out now, but this battle will end right around the 1 hour and 2 minute mark, so feel free to skip ahead to that if you want to. Otherwise, enjoy watching the rest of this army battle play out. Now for the final turn, we're going to move Flick up into Muse City. It doesn't really matter which spot he occupies, and as soon as we wait, then we'll get some dialogue. We'll take care of things here, Lady Lucia. You must escape. I'm sorry, Beecham. They ran away with their tails tucked between their legs. Can we be so sure of that? Something seems odd. True. You the worrying type too, Klaus? Now come on, let's enter Muse and take a look. Be careful. There might still be some Highland soldiers in hiding. Yeah. Victor will join your group or party. Let's add him to our party. We'll confirm that with a yes, and then if we change our formation, we just want to make sure that Victor heads up to the front line, so I'm going to have him replace the main character. Commander, please choose the rest of your party. For that 6th and final slot, we want to put on a character like Khan. Not only can he attack from a distance, but also he has the ability to revive some party members if they fall. So all in all, we have Long Chan Chan, George, and Victor in the front row, with Nanami, the main character, and Khan in the back row. And now we're ready to go. Now let's start heading up. Man, it's a real ghost town. Maybe all the people are off at a ceremony like the one Miklatov mentioned. We'll keep heading all the way up until we can go into the City Hall building at the far north end of town. Commander Mike. What is it? It's just, I thought I saw something inside, like shadows moving. What should we do? Want to take a peek inside? Our strategist did warn us, but I've never been one to ignore this kind of stuff. Let's go inside for a pretty easy boss fight. A monster! Help!
What is it?
And now we have a boss battle against Golden Wolf. On hard mode, he only has 4,200 HP, so we're going to go through this fight pretty quickly. Starting off, Lan Chan Chan will use his White Tiger rune. We'll have George attack normally, as well as Victor attack normally. We can then have our main character team up with Nanami for their Unite attack, and then Kan will attack normally as well. Well, that's really all there is to our offensive strategy. Just keep using the best attacks you can, as long as they're available. On the other hand, the Golden Wolf has a couple interesting abilities. It can just leap forward and can attack one party member. It can also use a magical attack that attacks one party member, or it can use a magical attack that affects all of our party members. None of his attacks cause too much worry, but if he targets Khan, that can be a bit of a problem because he's a little bit weaker in terms of defense, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem, especially if your offensive output is good enough. You can do enough damage to win the fight before he has a chance to actually cause you to have to heal yourself. We do have some healing options though with our team. We can just have our main character heal everyone nicely, and if Nanami is still holding that flowing rune, then she can also do some healing. However, if Nanami is on her feet, you're probably better served just doing another Unite attack and trying to end the battle than trying to spend some extra time healing. And here's that party-wide magic attack. It does some decent damage to all party members, but it's nothing that we need to be concerned about, especially because, like I said, if your damage output's good enough, the fight will end before you even have to heal. So let's go ahead and get our experience, not too much of it, and then we're also going to get 10,000 Potch.
What was that thing?
Ah!
What the?
Let's head outside.
What the? We gotta get out of here.
Well, let's go ahead and do that. Just keep running down toward the bottom of the screen. We don't have to fight any of those wolves, just run out of town. Are you okay, Mike?
Yes, we're fine, but what were those things?
Spawn of the Beast Rune, its servant, so to say.
Beast rune?
Yeah, I heard once that High Priest Hikusak gave it to the Blight clan when Highland split away from the Holy Kingdom of Harmonia. Those things are under the rune's control. So, Luca Blight really did sacrifice all of the people of Muse. The presence of those things would certainly suggest so. The Beast Rune probably needed blood sacrifices to be awakened.
And what exactly happens when it does wake up?
Who knows? But if it was indeed awakened with human blood, my guess is that the rune's power would manifest as a huge beast that thirsts for more of the same. Anyhow, I think the rune itself has been moved someplace else. I don't sense its power here. Commander Mike, we've got trouble. The Highland soldiers are back.
They couldn't have picked a worse time.
It looks like they were waiting for this moment. They're coming from the north and east. If we want to escape, we'll have to go west.
Okay, let's hurry.
Wait, it's a trick. They're trying to throw us into a panic. If they're attacking in small numbers, they probably have soldiers lying in ambush to the west and south. General Hauser, rally the troops and head north. Break through the center of the attackers' ranks and then retreat. There won't be any soldiers waiting to ambush you there.
Understood. Let's get out of here, Mike.
I'm glad to see you safe, Commander Mike. But this is a disaster. We couldn't recapture Muse. Does this not mean we're out of options?
It'll work out somehow. Maybe we'll come up with a good idea tomorrow. Anyway, don't worry about it for now, Mike. Just go get some grub and sleep.
That's your answer to everything. Before continuing on, you must have all 108 characters recruited, otherwise you'll miss out on the true ending. So if you're missing any, get them right now, and then when you do have all 108 confirmed recruited, then head to the elevator and go up to the 4th floor.
You wanted to see me, Master Shu.
General Kiba, I have a great favor to ask of you.
I'm listening.
The next battle will be the one to truly determine the outcome of this war. If we hope to win, we're going to have to make a hefty gambit.
It will indeed be a grueling battle.
Highland and the Matador army continue to glare at each other across the divide of the Great Lake. And although the Matilda Knightdom has surrendered, the region is still unstable enough that the Highland army can't afford to leave it unoccupied.
You mean to say that attempting to liberate Matilda as things stand now is a lost cause? Then how do you suggest we remedy this?
I want you to take a regiment and attack Victor's old fort east of Muse. Even if Highland does realize it's a decoy, they'll still be forced to divide their forces and send troops to stop you. And given that east of Muse is right on the doorstep of Highland's own land, they will likely dispatch Leanne Silverberg to do it.
Master Shu, I have already died once with my defeat, so I do not fear death. But when I see how Commander Mike wins over the hearts of others to fight through this war, I find myself believing in miracles, unbecoming of a general as that may be. I don't need your regiment, Master Shu. The soldiers who followed me when I defected from Highland will suffice.
Forgive me, General Kiba.
It is not like you to bow. All I ask in return is that you take care of my son, Klaus. Under your tutelage, I'm certain he will become a brilliant strategist.
And now let's go talk to Shu. Commander Mike, our strategy is determined. This fight will be the true decisive battle between the Matador army and Highland. So many forces have come together in the name of war, and we are approaching a breaking point. The side that wins will take everything, while the loser forfeits all. The respective existences of the city-states and Highland hang in the balance. You have two choices. One is to do nothing and accept defeat. This path is easy, but it is one of servitude. The other is to fight and attain victory for all. This is a thorny path, but it leads to triumph. I await the decision you make, Commander. We'll choose, we will fight. Understood. I will gather everyone in the hall. Listen carefully, everyone. Now that Highland has taken Matilda, their army numbers 55,000 men with the addition of the knights. In contrast, our own forces number only 25,000. So they're going to crush us if we meet them head-on. So we split our forces into two. General Kiba will lead one unit and head east of Muse. As this is right at the throat of the Highland Kingdom, our foes will have no choice but to divide their own forces to intercept him. That is when the rest of our army will attack Matilda. But that still leaves it at like 30,000 versus 20,000. This is a gamble, a great gamble, with everything at stake. A gamble we cannot win if we do not wager our own lives. This will be our most fierce battle yet, no doubt about that. If there are any here among you unwilling to die this day, I ask that you take your leave. You have my word that you will not be held accountable, and no one will blame you.
No point starting to worry about staying alive now, eh?
No way I can back out of this. A certain someone would never let me live it down.
Yes, any craftsman would be ashamed to begin a job and leave it unfinished.
Then let's go! We will show them the might of the kobolds!
We came this far, might as well see it through. You always say stuff like that.
I will fight, for everyone and for myself. Are you serious? We've come too far to run away. Isn't that right, Mike? True, we have known Mike for a long time. We must give him our all now.
Time to fight, Mike.
No human doofuses are gonna beat the winged horde, Mike.
Commander Mike, on my honor as a kobold and citizen of Two River City, I will safeguard you. It is a soldier's duty to follow orders. Commander, I've already given my life to you. Use it as you please. Ha 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 ha.
Commander Mike. Mike. Let's do it, Mike. It'll be okay, I promise. We'll win, I know it. Everyone, lend me your swords.
Oh yeah, as if you needed to ask.
Mike, you have assembled many comrades around you. The bright shield rune upon your right hand and the black sword rune Joey bears are the two aspects that comprise the rune of beginning. This rune possesses the power to judge war. It is an uncompromising power that exerts hard justice. You have proven yourself capable of wielding it properly. The 108 Stars of Destiny have gathered before you, the bearer of the bright shield rune. This is proof of your worthiness. Thus the seal on the bright shield rune may now be broken. Mike, hold forth your right hand. May the will of the 108 stars come together to grant Mike renewed power. You may now use the final ability of your rune. Mike, may you go forth with glory upon your path. Now, we must prepare swiftly. Everything is riding on this battle. Make sure to leave no regrets behind. Mike, wake up. It looks like General Kiba's unit is getting ready to leave. Come on, let's go. We have to see them off. Nanami has joined the party.
We've made it a long way, Commander Mike. We must not let victory elude us now. Well then, I must bid you farewell. Good luck to all of you.
Very best of luck to you too, Father.
Klaus, serve Commander Mike with honor.
I will.
I've always been proud of you, my son.
No, Father, the honor was all mine. There they go. We can win this, I know it. Yes, we can win this battle. No, we must win it. Well, Master Shu is likely waiting. Let's go to the meeting room. Before we do that, we want to do some preparation. So let's go into the tavern, and we're going to go over to Leona, and we're going to add some party members. We have the main character Nanami, who we have to take, but we've got 4 more additional slots. Starting off, let's take George. Then we'll take Pesmerga. He's a strong character that starts off at a high level and has great equipment and already a level 14 weapon. Next, we're going to take Victor. And finally, we're going to take Luke. Let's go ahead and arrange our formation. We want to have Pesmerga, Victor, and George in the front row, with the main character, Nanami, and Luke in the back row. Now that our party as a whole is set up, we want to make sure that Nanami in particular is ready for the next section of the game. And to do that, we're going to head up into Merchant's Row. We'll go to Jean's rune shop, and we're going to talk to Jean, and we want to remove the rune that we already gave to Nanami. So we'll choose to remove that flowing rune from her. And now she'll have no runes equipped at all. Okay, after that, we're going to leave, and we're going to head up and go into the blacksmith shop. We're then going to talk to Tessai, and we're going to remove the rune that we have on her weapon. And that's called the friendship rune. So let's take that off, just like we took off the flowing rune a moment ago. We're then going to upgrade her weapon, and we'll bring it from level 13 all the way up to level 15. And if you have some extra money, I would recommend that you also upgrade George, Victor's, and Pesmerga's weapon up to level 15 as well. Once all the weapons have been upgraded, we're then going to leave the blacksmith shop and head across the street to go into the armor shop. Let's go ahead and talk to Hans behind the counter, and we want to focus just on Nanami right now to make sure that she has the best equipment available to raise her defense stat as high as possible. As for the head armor, the silver hat's the best option, so I already gave her one a while ago, but if you didn't, make sure she gets one now. And then for the body armor, a magic robe is a good choice, but I got a better rare find earlier in the game, so that's actually a downgrade to give her that magic robe. As for the accessories, lightning amulets are really good. They raise your defense by 9, so I'm going to purchase one of those, and I'm going to replace the winged boots that she currently has. The silverlets are a better defensive item. They provide 11 defense versus the 9 from the lightning amulet, so I'm just going to replace the winged boots and that open spot that she has in her accessories with those lightning amulets, and we'll just leave the silverlet to exist. So in the end, what we're trying to do is to make sure that Nanami is a pretty high level. She's level 52 right now for me. You want to make sure that her defense stat is at least 121, mine is 186, and you want to make sure that she has armor equipped. If that's true, then you should be good to go without much worry for what comes next. But we're going to handle that in the next part. So for now, we're just going to return to the inn where we can rest and then save the game. And this is where we're going to end part 39. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button as it really helps me out, and consider subscribing to join our amazing community and so that you can stay up to date with the final videos of this series and more to come in the future. I'll see you soon in part 40. Until then, thanks for watching and have a good day.